Mostly just waiting for forged iron to finish up. I've been doing a lot of work around the house. I have concreted this corner just to keep me safe. I upgraded the wood on the top border and made concrete what I could there. I have a second forge built and made, pounding out some more forged iron to try to accelerate that. I've been fighting off a lot of those screamer zombies though, like, oh my god, an unreal amount of them. Sometimes 3 at a time, it's nuts. I got my little walkway thing. I would have liked it to be a bit longer, but the horizontal support is not so great on all this stuff. As I upgraded the fencing on this side, it all had fallen apart. So we're already kind of at some form of a limit. There's still some iron down there that I have to pick up from that. But it works. It's a thing. It's not a great way out, but it is a way out. So I'm kind of happy with it overall. I spent a large majority of the entire night making iron bars along the entire floor. And these are iron bars set up in such a way that you see the bar there. I can still put something on top of it because this is actually upside down. Like facing into the ground. I did a quick test and shooting through it. It does not affect the bar at all. Just the ground beneath it. So while we're fighting and shooting and all that kind of stuff, we can burrow as deep as we want to basically while fighting, and it won't be a problem at all. I'm just in the process of upgrading the spikes and filling the pit as much as I can. I reinforced this side a little bit. We're doing away with the barbed wire a lot of the time. It does do really good work, but I think a lot of the time I would honestly just prefer killing them rather than slowing them down. Perhaps on harder difficulties when they have enough health, slowing them down through the barbed wire is the way to do it, so then you can line up a really nice magnum shot on the face. But, well, I don't play on the high difficulties. We're just on, I think, the default one. So it kind of is what it is. Yeah, just waiting for that to finish up. We are on the 28th day, so tonight is the attack. Waiting for these to do their thing. I think I'm going to head out, though, and check a vendor and see if I can maybe buy a bit more stuff. And honestly, we can just sell those. I mean, really. When am I actually going to get around to getting that perk? I'm kind of going straight for the helicopters so we can finish this up, honestly. So I don't think I'll be picking up the increased perks. I did make a generator bank. I don't know what to do with this. Horizontal support 300. Wow, that's quite good. Mass 20, 1000 health, 130% explosion resistance. Sounds pretty good. It does not have vertical support though. So I don't know. We'll check that out because I'd like to do turret stuff if I can. I haven't done that yet. It's a bit crowded in there. Maybe beneath the bridge here, like right here, I have the turret or something like that facing that way or so. I don't know. I could have one facing that way, one facing that way, and that should generally cover a bit of the trench. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like at this point it'll just light up and destroy all of my spike stuff. I will head to... Come on. Come on. Let's go. I'll head to the vendor up north first, and then the guy out to the south, and we will see who's got the better deals and what they've got. I'd like to just buy some forged iron to speed it up because we are on a time constraint. I do feel like we could generally defend with what we've got right now, though. So if we end up not really making any more progress, I'm still kind of satisfied, I think. Honestly, there's enough there, and I've got a few hundred shotgun shells. I would like a little more shotgun shells. I did find a wad of cash inside of a dropped loot bag, and I scrapped it to turn that into like 300 more paper, so I've got that on hand. Because I think I was out of paper. I'm not 100% sure. But we've got that now. So I can make more shells. Probably another stack at least. I've been making a load of gasoline. We've got several stacks of gasoline being made currently. I went up into the desert and started doing oil shale stuff. And the oil shale, just like the other surface minerals, does have an absolute load down beneath. An entire cavern filled. So I grabbed a bunch of oil shale. And again, that's like 11 stacks of, I think, 10,000 gas. So we've got like 100,000 or so cooking-ish. It's like, it's going to take about, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook it all. But, well, that's there. So as far as generators go, we can fuel that. The chopper, we can fuel that. That should be enough fuel to get us to wherever we're going. etc., etc. Has this reset? No, it hasn't. Damn it. Alright, what do you got, Trader Joel?
Whatever you need. Just
Oh yeah, kill screen. Yeah, I completed that like several times over, man. And not really. A couple books. More damage to wolves, I suppose so. Grabbed also a pistol Pete volume 1. 9mm weapons have 20% more range when using a scope or iron sights, which, I don't know. Maybe, possibly. Here's a gyrocopter chassis, 27,000. Hey. I'll pass though. I will sell these though, because I don't really need these at all. Also 9 diamonds. I bought also a bit more cash and a bit of 762 ammo because I don't know. Maybe I can never have enough, I suppose. I don't know. There's those. The money I will scrap into more paper just to ensure that we can make as many shotgun shells as possible. Yeah, stack of gas cans, 10,000. 2 stacks of 5 in 1, so 11 stacks of 10,000. Pretty okay. That's a good amount of fuel to have, I think. Should be able to get us going for quite some time. Gunpowder, the buckshot. We will turn this into shotgun shells. We're lacking more buckshot, which is fine. That was not made in there, I think, right? I just stored it in there to be convenient. Yeah, that's a forge thing, lead and clay. I suppose we can switch you over to do that. That's okay, I guess. Make, I don't know, 400 of it. 6 minutes worth. We'll see. So the generator, we can put it in kind of strange spots if we want. Sometimes though, like it says you can put it on the ceiling. A lot of times stuff will say that you can do that, but you actually can't. So I'm just going to assume that we actually can't. And I will instead put this here, right next to the bed. We've got engines. Sure. You can have 2 engines. Just increases output. Okay. Sure. Refuel it with 1,000 gas. Why not? I would want a... Can I get a switch? I can make a switch. 2 iron, a mechanical, and electrical part. Easy. Also, whatever can fit. That all goes in there. That was the workbench, I believe. The shotgun auto turret wants specifically shotgun parts, which I don't... Oh, I do have. Okay. Ooh, I was gonna say, like, somehow the pump shotgun's not a shotgun. Motion sensor, 11 oil, 11 polymers. That's generally no problem. Oil. I'm sure we've got oil in here somewhere. Like, surely, yeah. Okay, there we go. Not as much as you'd think, though. Is this something I can make? Just oil. Oh yeah, I can. Oil shell and empty cans. Easy. Okay. Turret. And then 46 forged steel, which is a lot, but, well, I'm prepared. I'll also be needing forged steel for the chopper, I assume. And the switch, I will take. We'll put the switch here, I guess? I don't... It's not connected to any... Not connected to anything, so I assume I would need the wire tool, which I'm sure I've also got somewhere. There we are. Yeah, right click. Okay, so that's 1 watt. And then if I throw a turret down there, there's another one of them. Seriously, I've killed so many of them. I'm sick of it. So many. Like, at least 20. Easily. Easily. At least 20. Probably closer to 700. Honestly, if I'm entirely honest with you. I'd say about 1,000 I've killed. Genuinely. It's been nonstop. It's a tower defense in its own right. Yeah, she got a couple people coming by. Alright, come along you, let's go. I've not gotten any better with the machete. You'd think I would have by now, but nope. Not at all. You know, maybe we put the shotgun turret just like here, pointing that way. Now what? Jesus. Criminy these things. Shoo! Be gone! Unbelievable. I'm sure the shotgun probably draws some more in, but yikes, at some point, enough is enough, right? I'll take the experience, so I'm not really complaining that hard. Maybe a little bit. So yeah, I don't want the shotgun just like blasting the traps. It actually goes through. At least my shotgun does. So we could still see about... I need to raise this up a lot. We need to see about then... Yeah, no problem. Okay, cool. Well, let's start digging a little bit. 1 minute left on the shotgun turret. Some more shells being made as well. We already got the thunder stuff happening, so I think it was 22 it officially kicks off or so. Waiting for some more dirt to finish up so I can get this done. I'm hoping the dirt's supporting enough to be able to hang out up here like this. Just trying to get something of a roof set up so we don't have a bunch of stuff dropping into where I've got the turret. Because I don't know if that can be destroyed or not. I just assume it can. Soil? Are we done making... Oh god. Give me like 30 more dirt, because I think I gotta still round out a bit here. Like this whole general area, because I think they can like kind of just climb up here. And that's not good. Well, actually, it doesn't matter very much. If they're in the trench, they want to jump out of the trench, that's fine, because I can't make it across this anyway, so... I guess it's whatever. We'd just like to protect the turret a little bit more. But I think it can fit in here, right? It seems kind of aight. Shit. Is it done yet? Please be done. Okay, it's done. Woo! Good, good. So we want it facing out. Generally? Oops. I guess generally just... Yeah, that away. I guess. So this whole area can be logged up then. Yeah. But we want wire tool. 15 watts for this guy. Connect that into the switch. Yeah. Okay, so I want a... Do I want a relay then? Electric wire relay? Connect and extend wires between electrical components. Can I just take this then? We'll move it like next to the turret. There's room. I don't mind. Just bang. There you go. Have it. Because I don't really have time. Oh, well, fucking no. You'll go through. Okay, whatever. There's your engine back. Have some fuel back. Turn it on. Whoa. Give you a bit of ammo. Strangers, zombies. Have a couple? That's kind of cool, the camera preview. Okay, nice. So... yeah, so that's running. Fuel-wise, seems to be good. Okay, very good. Leave it at that. And I suppose thicken this up a little bit just to prevent them from being awkward and stuff. Get my light on, because holy shit. And continue. Quickly throwing some of these down, although we're kind of out of time. I think this is just some goof troop walking around, but I'll take them out anyway. A lot of biker dudes and stuff. Because I think we're starting here in just a couple more minutes. Yeah, now we're beginning. That was just some goof troop going around. Okay. Here we go. I will do what I was doing before and just stay here. Picking on what I can, hoping for the best. The irradiated guy, I don't know if their regen is like... maybe it's faster than the traps can do damage or so? I don't know. So it could be that they in a way just take out all of your traps just because they refuse to die. Not sure why you guys are jumping up there. Did I maybe forget to close the door? No, it's closed. I don't know. They're really trying. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably they're standing on some of the traps to get across. I think is what it is. I think that's it. They're sort of using the spike traps as the bridge. Bit of an oversight on my end, but alright. And they are coming from different directions this time, it seems. It could have just been hugely coincidental before that they were all coming from the same direction of like this corner that I'm in. Could also be they try to prioritize like simpler routes that aren't so defended. A lot of these super zombie ones. I'm a little bit tempted to bring out my auger and just like rip that all down. And while I'd like to see if my traps can just take everything out and ignore them, I still want to do the type of thing where, like, you know, you defend your traps so your traps don't have to do very much, you know? That's wow, that speed you just got just done, that's ridiculous. Just because that's how I do it. You know, especially since it seems like it gets a little bit rougher the further you get along through the night. So like this is still pretty easy, but we're gonna be fighting like... I think he's bashing on the door now. Yeah, he is. Those traps down there will be breaking one of these days, so... I don't think I have to worry about it too much. Rip this thing apart so you guys can't get across anymore, huh? What do you think about that? Fun fact, by the way, the chainsaw does have mod slots. So I gave it the wood fucker mod, so it's like extra good against wood. Because a chainsaw needs to be even better against wood or so. I don't know. How you doing? You alright? Which light off? That's on. Not that it really matters, but I don't know. Oh, okay, there it goes. Target acquired. Takes its sweet fucking time to fire. Is it doing anything? Or... Alright, well, I'll be here shooting away. Let me know if you want to do something. I did tell it to fire against zombies. That was by default on, right? That wasn't by default off. I think we might be getting to sort of the last waves now. Used up all my machine gun ammo. Currently using the 9mm stuff on the SMG without any mods, but that's okay. We're getting a lot more radiated zombies now. Some of the larger radiated, just like the big zombies that are radiated. We had quite a few police officers earlier launching. The old school feral zombies that I was always afraid of, they've stopped coming. There were a decent amount of them, though. It seems like we're just kind of back on the normal suspects. Sometimes they're radiated a bit, so I think we're on, like, kind of the final wave or so. I'm not sure. I feel like I got them down generally pretty quickly, though, because they're generally just really fucking weak. I don't know why exactly. Maybe the damage is just that good, but they seem to be really weak to that heavy machine gun. Because a lot of them it's just like a one pop head explodes type deal. And there's morning. Got through that really, really easily, honestly. There was not a lot going on at all. I'm glad I put so many traps up over here. A lot of them are destroyed. But that's that. GG. Unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah, you never... Do you have to lock ammo in order for this to actually, like, fire? I don't understand. Alright. I don't know. That's fine. Couple loot bags around. We got iron gloves, painkillers. There's another couple here. Yeah, some steel and shotgun shells. Antibiotics, water, can of tuna. I'll just eat that right now. Nom, 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 nom. And I think that was it. There might be another bag around the side here. We didn't get as many on this side this time. I think like a wave and a half maybe came out over here. There was a couple waves that spawned out over here, but my farm and approach, that was a lot of spider zombies and dogs. And I think a lot of this is my shotgun blasts ripping through. Glad I made that concrete. Yeah, really, really roughed up over here, but Otherwise, nothing really hugely terribly damaged. It was all pretty straightforward. At some point there are, I don't think there's like bandit dudes yet in the game. There was mention of them being put in at some point, but I have no idea what became of that, if they were ever in at all or if they were taken out or what. But there's also supposed to be like demolisher zombies that like charge and explode or something like that are like really healthy, like zombie bear healthy. And they can also be feral irradiated. I guess that's a thing. I don't know. We did level. I do have my max out intelligence. Next point is only 1 point to be able to learn how to make the chopper, and then we can put that together. I think we're just about ready to head home. Out of here. Accepted a tier 5 fetch quest. It is a what is this? Is this the Shotgun Messiah? No, it's a Shamway Foods Factory. Shamway Foods Factory fetch quest. So we will do this, and I did not bring my crossbow. Annoying. We'll do this and probably get enough experience to level, and then that will, I may as well just hip shot this thing. We'll be able to level and pick up the perk to make the chopper, and then we can make the chopper and get out of here. But just a little bit more experience needed. I figured we would go ahead and wrap this up with a quest. So here we are. Don't have my shotgun because I don't really have any shotgun shells. I could have made some if I made more gunpowder, but I didn't. We do have a lot of 9mm though, so I've gone ahead and brought my SMG, which does have the Rod and Spring mod for reduced recoil. It does have a laser sight for better hipfire accuracy and such. And what else did it have? Oh, that was it. Just a 2. I didn't have a third mod for it. But as you can see, it still does a quite good job of clearing dudes out. Oh. I think he came in from outside. Sir, you don't work here. Come on, get out of here. Oh, the aim. Oh, the aim is so good. Oh, just the best aim. Yep, phenomenal. God. You'd think my aim would improve after so much of this, but here we are. Not any better. Did I do a Shamway Foods already? A lot of this isn't looking very familiar. I feel like this is our first time in the Shamway Foods factory. Which is fine. I don't mind. We can see about doing it legit, may as well. We're here. Can't go upstairs or blocked. That's locked, right? Yeah, okay, sure. I understand the sleeper system is in place to sort of encourage players to go through the normal way that's intended by developers. I get that. But the side effect... Oh, Jesus Christ. The side effect, though... is that the towns are generally just empty because so many zombies are... Technically, I can't aim. Like, I just can't. I simply cannot. I'm not really sure why, and I don't know what... Oh, that's the iron sight down there. Oh, God. Ugh. There's so many zombies, though, tied up, sleeping inside buildings, that there's not really a whole lot out in the towns anymore. Because I remember... it was a while ago. I remember, though, there'd be a lot of zombies just around in the towns, and that's why you didn't really want to go there, especially at night when things are a little bit faster and potentially stronger. But now it's kind of just like, it's a little bit whatever. If you want players to go through the way you intend, through buildings, thus preventing them from just like building their own ways or deconstructing the building to get to where they're after, Either you hide where the loot thing is, which would be really annoying to do. Don't do that, but it is an option. Or the noise that the noise that you produce crafting and building or deconstructing stuff is what's drawing a bunch of them over to you. So like, yeah, you can just deconstruct through walls and everything like that, but you're going to be bringing the entire town to your location, which you probably wouldn't really want because there'd be generally a lot of really dangerous, yucky stuff that you don't want to be fighting, especially en masse. So, while the player could still do that, and you still very well can, you risk waking up like the entire floor, but as you've seen, sometimes that's not that bad. Yeah, it's just the town seems so just, pardon the pun, but dead. Like there's not a whole lot going on in them, and it's a bit of a shame because it used to be a real like stressful situation going through the town. 'Cause you had like the dogs and everything going around too. I'm not sure. Is there like a way through the bathrooms? Right. Windows are definitely closed off. There should be a way to go without me building anything, right? That's kind of the point. Am I just super blind? I mean, definitely, but like super duper blind, or is a little of this maybe not my fault? Because clearly I go up at some point into these, but having to build my way up, that's a bit pooey. That defeats the whole purpose. If I'm going to be building stuff, I may as well just nerd pull, right?